with speculation being that High Infidelity is about Calvin Harris with maybe potentially some other songs. I felt like it might be a good idea to go back and do a deep dive into their relationship. One, because all of the evidence has been wiped from both of their Instagrams, but also two, if you weren't around for this, it was a really, really high profile relationship. Starting off in February of 2015, Calvin and Taylor are speculated to have met for the very first time at the Elle Style Awards. The first time they're actually spotted together, as in like in a relationship type way, is in March of 2015 when they go shopping at Whole Foods. In April of 2015, they go to a concert together, and then they seemingly make it Instagram official when Calvin posts this photo of Meredith and Olivia on his Instagram. Between April and this photo, they were spotted multiple times together in public, but it wasn't really relevant information. In June of 2015, she posted this on her Instagram, which was a huge deal to fans, but also the media. There was also this iconic photo taken and posted of the infamous Rhode Island July 4th party. Again, there's a lot of events that happened between then and this photo, but they're not super relevant. This was posted around Christmas time, with Austin being the one right there in the front.
This might be a bit of a reach, but I feel like Calvin Harris was a red flag and Tay was too young to even notice it. Like, if you're wondering why I'm saying this, watch this next video.
She's just the opposite of my type. She looks lovely, she's the opposite of my type, so I would just go left.
Left.
We got a 1 year cake. We got a 1 year cake.
It's almost like, Tay, this dude just said you're not his type. What are you even doing with him? Like, how did y'all even get entangled to the point where y'all are dating for over 1 year, right? But that is not bad. I mean, tastes change and people change. That was kind of like a little red flag, a little dirty red flag that a girl should have just like seen to avoid such traumas or such heartaches, you know?
And in the infamous, I guess, downfall of this relationship, she accepts Grammy Album of the Year. She does not acknowledge him, but he does end up posting this on his Twitter in February of 2016. In March of 2016, they celebrate their 1 year anniversary, in which Calvin gifts her this locket, and she posts a picture of it on her Instagram. And it can be seen in a Look What You Made Me Do music video, pictured above. And in addition to that, you can also see what looks very similar to the locket pictured on the Gorgeous page in the Reputation booklet. In March, they take a beach vacation together, and there are a lot of sexy bathing suit photos taken and posted by both of them. And here we have Bleachella at Coachella repping his newest single artwork for This Is What You Came For. We all know and love this photo. This was in May of 2016 when Taylor danced with Tom Hiddleston, which would later become a very good event for a lot of songs. With High Infidelity, we do have the mention of the date April 29th, and that is when his new album dropped. We also get in early June the confirmation that they have broken up. There was rumors swirling before, but he confirmed it on June 2nd, and she retweeted it. Another photo that we all know and love, Taylor and Tom kissing on the beach. This was released to the media on June 15th, 2016. Calvin also notoriously unfollowed Taylor Swift and Austin Swift on this date. On July 13th, it was confirmed by Taylor's management that she did write This Is What You Came For, and that was the final straw for Calvin's sanity. He does confirm that she wrote it, but then goes on to insult her. Pause to read. In June of 2017, in an interview with GQ UK, he apologizes for his actions. Pause to read. Got it all done in one part? Is High Infidelity about Calvin Harris? Let me know.
We haven't even spoken about it.
Yeah.
I can't see it happening though.
Said this dude was a walking red flag. Wait, hold on. Your girlfriend is a songwriting genius, and you get asked in an interview if you'd ever work with her because, I mean, you're all about musicians, and somehow they're expecting some kind of Beyonce, Jay-Z moment, and I don't see it happening. The part that even baffles me the most is Calvin Harris gave this response knowing fully well that Taylor had just written a song for him. And Taylor is not the kind of person. Taylor have written songs for so many people and just kept it hush hush. She just keeps it hush hush. But you gave this disgusting reply because you felt disgusted by people just giving her your glory or giving her your whatever. You just felt so little close to her, to the extent where you couldn't stand the thought of telling people that you would want to work with this woman. I feel like that dude really shot himself in the foot, and Taylor performing the song at the Eras tour was just spot on, because she's trying to make a statement like, bro, I wrote the song and you know it, you know? type ish. Before the announcement that Taylor wrote the song, I don't know if she was even getting paid because she might have just let the money go because for love. But I'm glad that she got her writing credits. I'm glad that she posted that song. She performed that song at the Eras Tour. It sounds like you're just even irritated by the thought of even working with her. It sounds like you're intimidated by her. It sounds like you were scared of something, and that something was people finding out that she was the one who wrote a song like your biggest song, or a song that is going to be that might seemingly become your biggest song. Okay. And I'm just so happy that that's intimidation, and that intimidation is something I don't see in Travis Kelce, because nah.
The song High Infidelity on Taylor Swift's Midnights is about Calvin Harris. The phrase high infidelity is a play on the term high fidelity, like a high fidelity recording of a record. It's a reference to DJing. Put on your records and regret me is about Taylor telling Calvin, yeah, put on your records and regret that you ever met me. That's why she says, put on your headphones and burn my city. It's also a reference to how she cheated on him at the Met Gala on April 29th. I was dancing around it. It's about the literal act of her dancing with Joe, cheating on him. The phrase, do I really have to tell you how he brought me back to life, is her saying, yeah, she felt dead with Calvin and then Joe brought her back to life. April 29th is a reference to This Is What You Came For, which she co-wrote with Calvin Harris, and April 29th is the day it came out. And if you'll remember, he famously said that he had no plans of collaborating with her. Meanwhile, they literally were about to release a song that they wrote together. In this article by Elle Magazine, when Midnights was released, it goes into how saying that Calvin never liked to show up at events when Taylor was being honored, but not himself, which is why High Infidelity says, oh, I didn't know you were keeping count and keeping score. The picket fence is sharp as knife is a reference to the home that they made an offer on in Malibu with a white picket fence. The phrase high fidelity is also a reference to this movie about a record store owner who finds out that his former girlfriend has been sleeping with someone else. Also, Hulu did an adaptation of this movie a few years ago with Lavender Haze co-writer Zoe Kravitz. Also, the lyric video for High Infidelity is a turntable. By the way, I want to credit the Reddit thread on the lyric discussion of this song because I've not seen the movie High Infidelity and I wouldn't have known that myself. Verse 2, Storm Coming Good Husband, is about doing an act that you know will cause a lot of drama and your partner has no idea and he's been faithful, but that you did it because you were feeling lonely and being with you seemed like the right thing at the time, or cheating seemed like the right thing at the time. Because you know there's many different ways that you can kill the one you love. The slowest way is never loving them enough. You didn't give me enough love and attention. Ultimately, High Infidelity wants you to interpret this song as being about Calvin Harris. And it is about Calvin Harris. That's why in verse 1, she's like, this is an old wound, but I'm going back into it. And I remember how it felt like it was just a game with you. But this song has a ton of layers. In part 1 of this High Infidelity deep dive, I talk about how she's addressing you, the listener, and saying, yes, I'm owning up to it. I've committed this before. I am not the squeaky clean girl you may have thought I was at the beginning. And part 2 of this video series shows how this song allows her to give a commentary on people constantly attributing her current lyrics to old relationships. So check them out and follow for more analyses.
Thank you guys so much for having me on your romantic date.
Fucking pleasure.
Thanks for coming on your
Swift's worst boyfriend.
Jake, you don't know. Calvin Harris was a dodge moment.
See, I didn't even know she dated Calvin Harris until tonight.
Calvin Harris was a dodgy moment. All too well 10-minute version is really
So it seemed like Calvin Harris was just jealous of Taylor. They were both artists and she was getting all the awards. And in some awards shows, he didn't want to be there because he knows that he's not going to get any award and she's going to get like 6 or 10 as she usually does. So it's just crazy how relationships can easily turn sour. Y'all can tell me what you think about this video down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I have more juicy topics on the way. Okay, stay blessed. Bye, guys.